Antoinette, and I hope you guys have had an amazing day. Well, night. I hope some of you guys out there are partying. But I'm here, um, just going live. It's going to be kind of like a little random. I don't really have anything pretty much prepared. I just want to come on and chat with you guys. Um, First of all, I want to let you guys know that there's a lot of things going on here at Beautiful Start. We have some upcoming live virtual calls, live events that I want you guys to be a part of. So I want to definitely let you guys know about that. Okay. So let me go on. So in this coming in the summertime, okay, the summertime, I have a live virtual call, live events. It's titled Beautiful Transformations Becoming Better with Time. Okay, this live virtual calls will be on the following dates. Okay, Friday, July. I'm over here saying January. Okay, it will be Friday, July 10th at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pretty much um all of the dates is going to be 8:45 p.m. Okay. Um okay, we got July 17th, that's the next one. July 24th and July 31st. Right? And these are all going to be at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's the time that it's going to be. It's going to be on a Friday. Um, and once you sign up, you could go to www.beautifulstarpodcast.com and you sign up, right? So it only costs $68 to be a part of this live virtual calls. And you get once you make the payment, you are entitled to be a part of all four live virtual course. Because some people think that, okay, it's just each one costs 68. No, it's all included. Okay, so it's less than $18 that you will be for each one, pretty much, so like I said, it's called Beautiful Transformations Becoming Better with Time, right? And this is a live virtual call and it will be on the following days. We got it's on Friday, July 10th, Friday, July 17th, Friday, July 24th, Friday, July 31st. And this will all be 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? And it only costs $68 for all of them. So you are entitled to be in all of them because some people think, oh yeah, you pay each one. No, it's for all of them. And so you go to www.beautifulstarpodcast and you sign up. It's best to sign up now before it get full up, okay? And then also, I do have something free for you guys, okay? Is a meditation group that I have and it's called Meaningful Meditations, and it's the last Thursday of every month at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This meditation group is absolutely free. Okay, all you have to do is just sign up for it. Let me know in the chat if you guys hear me, what's going on. Yeah, so meaningful meditation is absolutely free. Meditation is very important. It's good to be able to like be able to calm yourself down like with me. I've been doing meditation for a long time, so before I started it I used to be just everywhere, like I couldn't just calm my mind. I couldn't be calm, right? It was just so many thoughts that I was having. I will be in the present moment, but at the same time thinking of what I'm gonna cook for dinner. Oh, what someone said to me. Oh, what family member I got to tend to, or um. Yeah, so but meditation is very powerful. It helps you to calm your mind, and then also it helps you to make better decisions, right? Because you have a sound mind, when you do the meditation continuously, right? You can sign up for the group. Also, if you guys want to learn how to meditate, there's plenty of books that you could buy. You know, you could go on YouTube. It's plenty of people on YouTube that teach people how to meditate. So you're more than welcome to do those things, but it's important to meditate. Meditation is important. Let me know if you guys hear me on on a live. Let me know. I hope you guys are doing good. It's a Friday night. Are you guys hanging out? Of course, you know what I'm saying? What's going on tonight? Like tonight, let me tell you something. I don't really have nothing planned or anything for me to discuss. Like I said, I was just coming on. But let me know if you guys hear me. That's number one. But yeah, so the meditation group is open for anyone to sign up. It's absolutely free, and it's important for you guys to meditate. Like I said, if you don't want to join a group, you could read a book, go on YouTube. They have guided meditations on there, but it's something that you must do. I'm an advocate for people meditating. Like, okay, that's something that you guys are welcome to do. Okay, so I hope you guys have had an amazing day. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, I really do. Because one time I was talking and nobody really heard me or anything like that. Oh, so this week for me has been an amazing week. I have learned so much about myself. Let me know in the chat how your week been. Did you learn anything or anything like that? But this week I've really pushed myself to pretty much go live because a lot of times like I don't really, be online like that. But I was like, you know what, let me, go live, talk and stuff like that. And I actually did that. So I'm very proud of myself because normally I be reading books or I don't really be online like that. So I pushed myself out of my comfort zone and came online. If you guys have not watched the past lives, I encourage you guys to listen to it because I definitely gave um, some great information. I feel like you could utilize into your life to change it. One of the days I was talking about not allowing any haters to stop you. Right, you want to keep on going, right? Because there's people out there, right? Even though, like, you could sit back and be planning um, the things that you want to do in your life, right? Being in a place where when you are thinking about your future, when you are thinking about growing, right? And you are being positive and you want to see yourself in a place that you're currently not in. And so your actions, um, your actions highlight what it is that you want for yourself, right? And because you are in a forward motion direction for yourself, right? There's other people that's always watching, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, right? There are people who are watching when you don't even think people are watching, right? They could be watching you in real life. You have a real life stalker, like people that just watch your every move. And then now we have the internet. We have the internet where people be watching, be stalking your page, be on all the latest pages and stuff like that. Like, you know, I like to watch YouTube, right? This is my thing, right? I like to be I like YouTube, right? I remember when YouTube first started. It was way different back in the days. Now it's more like it's totally different, right? I like to be on YouTube, right? Because you can look at videos and learn different things and it can add to your life. It's so many things like if you are the type of person and you want to learn how to redecorate your house, you could go on YouTube. Eh, Let's get deeper, right? Let's say if you don't want to hire a plumber, It's really I'm so serious. Like you could really learn how to do certain things. Like I'm not advising anybody out there to do things that or you can hire professionals to do, but you can actually learn how to do things that you know what I'm saying that you would necessarily hire somebody to do. But anyway, getting back to the point that I I was trying to get to, right? So you have people out there that will go on your social medias and they don't like you, and so they want to see what you got going on. They want to see, oh, whether or not if you tagging where you are at, you know, or if you posting what it is that you want or what it is that you achieved. It be haters that like that's invested in people that they don't like. Like you don't if you don't like somebody, why are you on their page if you don't like somebody? Let's get like you know what I'm saying? Like why are you on somebody's page if you don't like them? That's some crazy psychology for you. Like, right? At some aspect you have some type of admiration for them, right? You look up to them, but you hate them, right? But it's people out there that really do that. They stalk you in real life and they stalk you online, right? They create all these fake pages to try to say all this negative stuff to you. And they go out their way to do this. Meanwhile, you are focusing on your goals, you focusing on what it is that you want for your life, right? And that's what you need to do, right? Because it's people out there that is put on your path to try to stop you from what it is that you are doing. And you don't want nobody to stop you. You don't want that for yourself, right? You want to like you know what I'm saying, you gotta brush it off. You know how somebody be like, oh, this is back in the days, right? The 90s, right? Where people be like, "Oh, you dusting off the haters," right? That's a serious that's something real. Like what dusting off the haters mean is that they you don't pay them no mind. You don't give them your attention. You don't give them any energy. And that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to give a hater any energy because once you start questioning yourself like, oh well, maybe they are right. No, they are not right. They want you to think that they right, but they not right. They don't like themselves, right? Or they, you know what I'm saying? They don't like themselves. They don't like you. And because they giving up on themselves, they want you to give up on yourself, but don't give up on yourself, right? So that's something that I kind of addressed this week, right? Don't let the haters stop you, right? Don't even let nobody with a negative energy creep in because that's what they want to do. They want to get into your mind. Some people out there, right? They have um they have degrees in psychology, right? And some people, they don't have to have a degree in psychology, but I'm sorry, excuse me. They don't have degrees in psychology or anything like that, but they know how to get under people's skins. They know how to do that. And it's just like, you don't want anybody to stop you from um achieving your goals or anything like that. So you don't want anybody to stop you from achieving your goals. But if anybody is in the chat, please let me know if you hear me. Okay. That's what I want to know. So let me know if you guys hear me. Right. So the thing about pursuing your goals or focusing on your goals or harnessing in on your goals is that you got to have some type of discipline. It all boils down to discipline. That's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down to. I'm sorry. I just started drinking something. Let me know in the chat if you guys hear me. Okay. Hello to everyone out there. Okay, so what it boils down to is having discipline. You want to have discipline when setting your goals, okay? Um, and you want to follow it with discipline as well. So when you have a particular goal that you're achieving, that you are working towards, you want to understand that there's going to be people that want to stop you from achieving your goals. Their whole purpose is to stop you. Their whole purpose is to get you in a different focus. They want to shift your focus. Instead of focusing on your goals, the things that you put out there for yourself to um achieve, right? They want you to focus on them and stop. That's what they want. They want you to stop. And it's like, yo, you don't need to stop. You don't need to stop. Like you gotta recognize when someone is trying to get you to stop. That's what you gotta do. You gotta recognize that. That's something that you have to recognize. You gotta recognize when a hater is put on your path. That's real talk. Like you gotta really recognize when a hater is putting on your path. That's when you do. You got to um you got to brush it off. You got to literally brush it off. If someone say something to you that is going to shift your focus, you got to acknowledge that, but brush it off. Some people, everyone don't deserve your energy. They don't. They don't deserve your energy. It's haters out there, right? A hater don't deserve your energy. Someone who wants you to fail in life, that don't want you to be anything, that is preying on your downfall. There are people out there that do that. They prey on your downfall. There's people out there that don't want you to be successful. Every chance that they get to bring you down, they are right there, bright and early to try to bring you down. And this is not about, oh yeah, all these haters, um, some type of conspiracy thing, right? But it's really about you acknowledging who you don't need to give your energy to, especially when you have goals and when you are out actively trying to achieve something with yourself. People are haters. You see it online every day, right? You can see it online every day. You can see it in life every day too, right? But you have to have discernment. You have to really understand when someone is really trying to get at you, especially when you're trying to better yourself. You're trying to better yourself. You're trying to better yourself where you are at in your life. You're trying to excel. You're trying to become. You're trying to go to the next phase of your journey. You're trying to grow within the seasons, right? Because before you know, we in spring right now, but we about to be in summer now. You know, spring, right? Let me say spring on the East Coast because that's where I'm at. I'm on the East Coast. To be exact, I'm in New York. I'm in New York City, right? So New York, the weather is so crazy. Like the spring, you would think it would be like a raining season. It's raining, but it's like, 60 degrees or whatever like that. But we have 70 degrees. We have 60 degrees. It goes all the way down to 30 degrees, right? It hasn't snowed yet in spring. And I say that proudly, like yet, because um from my knowledge, it always snows in spring. right? At least in my adulthood, when I was younger, the seasons was exact. Everything was like, okay, if it's spring, it's no snow. It never when I was a kid, yo, it never snowed in spring. Like anybody from New York on this live or whatever like that, let me know in the chat if you have experienced that. Like when you was a kid, like that's if you was raised up in the 90s, all right? If you older, um um if you older, I don't know the terms that they use. For people who like, born in the 2000s or, whatever, like who's younger, like you in your 20s, or like, you know, let me know. But I'm talking from my experience because that's what I have my experience, my observations, or whatever like that, right? So in the 90s, when it was spring, it was freaking spring. It never snowed in spring. Like it never, no, from my knowledge, I don't remember it snowing in spring. That was unheard of. It's snowing in spring? It's been so many times that it snowed in spring. Like I gotta be honest, like, right? So in the 90s, it never did that. It never did that. But now, I've experienced being in the spring and it snowed. I mean like heavy snow. Like, but the weather is so every which way. The other day was just 40 degrees, 30 degrees in the spring. Right? But growing up, it was like, 60 degrees or whatever. Let me know in the chat if you guys hear me. You come in, you know, introduce yourself. What's up? Right? So, yeah, so it was kind of like that, like, you know? So, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to feel, if you guys hear it, I'm trying to feel the mic. But, yeah, so it's just, you know, crazy how things are like it's just shifted, right? But typically, the seasons should be like a little different or whatever, right? Like that, right? But spring and summer is totally, you know, different. Spring, summer, right? Then you have fall. Fall is kind of like, it's just it's kind of like a different. I don't know because I could say it's like 70 degrees, but it's not like in a spring um weather, right? You got the spring weather, right? Spring 70 degrees is different from summer 70 degrees. It's like it's totally different. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of humidity in the summer, right? But we have seasons, the seasons, everything changes, right? How everything is supposed to like shift, right? And we supposed to shift and, you know, change and even open ourselves up to new experiences. Um, and that's important too. But sometimes you know, people want you to stay the same, especially if you're stagnant, right? There's some people out there, they want you to be stagnant. They want you to be stuck. They don't want you to become a better version. They don't. They don't want you to become a better version. They want you to be stuck. They don't want you to be better. And you, as you get older, right, your body changes. Things change. I don't see a lot of people out there talking about how your body changed as a older person or even, going from being in your teens to being a young adult. People are not talking about that, but your body do changes. Even your feet size. Your feet size change gradually as you get older. It's not going to be the same size for some people who don't have like, medical conditions or anything like that. But even your body change. So um and everything else changes too. Okay. Last week I was on is this spot in the Bronx, right? Um, when I was growing up, Fordham Road used to be like the place you go shopping. I mean, let me tell you something. Like you could literally buy outfits for $40. I remember buying outfits for $40. I mean, like you have the shoes, the outfit, everything for 40. I remember just getting $80 and like boiling out. Like literally. I just remember that. Like now when I went to Fordham Road and the Bronx, it's a lot of restaurants. It's a lot. I wouldn't even be surprised if I see, like in the next year or two, I wouldn't be surprised if I see a Whole Foods on Fordham Road. Like Fordham Road is like, yo, that was the spot. Like, yo, before you even had the internet, like a lot of people wouldn't even know what life was before like the way the internet is now. Cause when I was growing up, they had the internet. Cause they used to have these Lifetime movies where people used to be chatting online and meet people. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember having a computer in my house, right? And but we never really set up the modem or anything like that, right? So I remember having a computer and everything like that in the 90s and stuff like that. But the full experience now is totally different. It's totally different, right? But the reason why I brought up Fordham Road is to highlight how things change. Things change, right? I ain't even going front, right? Is this because they used to have a whole bunch of like these stores where you could go get like designer stuff. And when I say designer stuff, I'm talking about like the hood designer stuff, right? Like the nice leather jackets, like the stuff that was really popping in the hood. Like people, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not talking about like luxury, like you know what I'm saying? Like oh, like a lot of luxury, but we're talking about what was popular in that time. And so they used to have these stores where you could buy these leather coats, right? Like back in the days, they used to have like um, Pele, Avarex, and what else was it? And oh my God, what is this called? Advancing. I think it's called Advancing, right? And so they used to have a whole bunch of these different stores like that that had like different leather coats. It's other designer stuff, but those is the things that I remember, right? And what's crazy is I was like, yo, like I wanted an Avarex recently. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm like, yo, I had looked online, right? And I was like, damn, you don't even have my size. And I thought about Fordham Road because I'm like, yo, they have the stores where you could buy the leather coats and the fur, all this expensive stuff that you go buy it. But you go there, and I was like, yo, I wanted an Ava Rex because I don't know, because initially, right, I said to myself, I was like, yo, I want a oversized leather coat. That's what I said to myself, right? And then the first thing that I went to my mind was like, yo, I'm gonna go to Amazon. And so I went to Amazon and I didn't really see nothing or anything that, I don't know. I seen a whole bunch of folks leather, like the fake leather, pretty much fake leather, right? And but it just looked and then I thought to myself, I was like, in my youth, I had like a Pele, like yo, it was so beautiful. Oh my God, this Pele I had was so bomb, like. And then it dawned on me. I was like, oh, how about I get like like a real leather jacket, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a real leather jacket, like, like, cause I wanted an oversized one, like, cause I had bought some baggy jeans and I was like, yo, this would look nice with like a baggy leather coat, a leather jacket, pretty much, not a leather coat, a leather jacket, right? I was thinking about this look that I was going for. And then I thought about Avarex, right? And I was like, oh, I just thought about it. I was like, oh, I want an Avarex. And then I went to their site and I was like, oh, wow, they got, a whole bunch of different styles. It's bomb, everything. And then they didn't have my size that I wanted for the particular jacket that I was looking at. And I thought about Fordham Road, and I was like, "Yo, Fordham Road has, stores on there that has like these leather jackets, and then plus with these leather jackets, they give you deals. Well, if you have cash, depending, I don't know how it works with, you know, electronically or whatever, like with with the debit card and stuff like that. Cause we come from the era where you had to have cash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the era where people wrote checks. So it made me think about like those stores. But when I went on Fordham, I didn't see the stores that were there when I was younger, right? They would have like a whole bunch of stores where you could get these hood luxury, because we won't, not luxury, but hood designer, like stuff that was like popping. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I was like, oh, I could go there and see if they could have it, but they don't. I didn't see a whole bunch of those stores. It was a lot of restaurants, a lot of fast food restaurants. What I feel like with these places, because it's not a mall, it's just a strip. Let me know in the chat if you guys, from New York, you know what Fordham Road is or whatever like that. But it's a long road, like, you know what I'm saying, that has different stores, discount stores, stores you buy clothes. But now I feel like it's a whole bunch of like restaurants and stuff like that that they have. And to highlight how things change. So even like the area in which you remember growing up in has changed. Things are not the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I wanted to like highlight. Like, oh, okay. I thought I'd go there and I could go to all these different stores that I remember when I was a kid, and they not there no more. They don't exist. They don't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're gone. But these other stores replace it, but to highlight that things change. Your surroundings change. They change. Even like the buildings in certain communities that I remember, and they just are different, or they look different, right? But to highlight how change is important. So if your environment is changing, right? The structure is changing, the building you live in is changing, the houses needs to be updated, right? And the houses is changing. Some people are getting rid of certain cars. Like, you have people like they they not still driving they old ass car. Like, people in the 90s ain't still well, some people are, some people are driving cars from the 90s or whatever like that. But the highlight is like, they upgrade cars. Point blank period. Everything is getting upgraded. Everything is changing. You can't go into a store and especially a dealership. Let's say you go into a dealership and you're looking for a old school car. You ain't gonna find no. You're gonna see something that's latest, like in the last 5 years, pretty much. To 2026, probably 2000. You probably see a car 2022 or something like that. Depending on what dealership you go to, but things are changing. Everything is changing for real. Like, I remember, right? See, I don't know, like, it's just something nostalgic about, like, my thing is, right, I'm trying to get a feeling, right, with the stuff that I get. Like, I was just telling you, I was like, oh, I got some baggy clothes. I wanted a leather coat to go with it, right? It embrace a feeling. That's what it's about. It's a feeling, right? So I'm like, yo, the other not the other day. This was like months ago. This was probably even years ago, whatever, right? Not years ago. I'm exaggerating, but probably last year, right? So I'm like, oh, I said to myself, I'm like, yo, I want to rearrange my living room. I want black leather couches, right? So I had this image in my mind, right? But it was pretty much an image in reference to me growing up and me being around the people that, you know, had these things, like, because I remember when I was a little kid, right? And oh, you know what? That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant because it's gonna go into a whole nother story. But I initially wanted, right? I was like, "Oh, I want some black leather couch." And so when I went online, right, I had specifically went to Bob's. Okay, so first I went to Bob's. So I went to Bob's, and they didn't have no black leather couch at all. They had like it was like some grayish. Um, they had like a grayish couch, but the gray kind of looked at black. It was kind of weird. It was like a weird ass gray. It was weird, but they didn't even have the leather couch that I imagined in my mind that I remember. They didn't have that. They did not have that at all. So they didn't have that. And so I realized how things change. Like, okay, so like I have to get what these stores have unless I make my own. I don't know. you know? But even the furniture, everything is changing. For real. Everything is changing. Nothing is the same, you know. And that goes to show you how things are not the same. And they're not, they're not the same, right? And even you're not the same, right? We're not the same. We're not the same at all. And if you are the same, right? Sometimes it's important for us to embrace some type of change. Or even if we want to change. Like if you don't want to change, you don't have to change at all. You don't have to change. You don't have to, you know, worry about changing or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. If you are okay with where you are in life and this is what you want, this is who you want to be, then hey, that's what it is, right? But if you say to yourself, oh, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be like this anymore. I want to change. I want to grow. I want to elevate. Then that's what you should do. You should elevate. You should push yourself to be a better version of yourself. Point blank, period. Right? But naturally, our body changes. Right? Naturally. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Let me know in the chat if you hear me. Right? So naturally, our body changes as we get older, right? So as you get older, you should be you should definitely be getting wiser. You should definitely be getting wiser. Yep, that's real talk. Getting wiser. That's important. It's important to get wise. Real talk. It's important to get wise. Everybody, like when I was young, I used to feel like, oh, as you get older, it's it's a requirement that you get wise. And that's not the truth. That's far from the truth. Okay, that's far from the truth that you get wiser. But I'm gonna hold on for a minute. Hey, what's up? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. So what I was talking about again? Um, yeah. So change is a part of life. Like we have to change. We have to grow. We have to become better. That's important. That is important to become better. I'm sorry I put it on hold, but it is what it is. We have to become better. We do. We do. We do. Um, in order for you to get wiser, you have to learn different things. You do. People think that as you get older, you automatically become wise. Let me know in the chat if you guys hear me. Um, yeah, people think that automatically when you become live. I mean, when you become older. I said live. Oh my God. Right? As you get older, people think that you automatically become wise. You have all this wisdom, but there's older people older than me, right? That act immature, that's still making the same decisions and choices that they made when they was younger. Okay? It's okay to make mistakes. That's a part of life. It's a part of life that we're going to make mistakes. Yes, we're going to make mistakes. That's automatic. We're going to make mistakes. It's not, you know what I'm saying? We're going to make mistakes. That's a part of life. You're going to make mistakes, right? Um, I would be a fool to sit here and say that, oh, you're not going to make mistakes. Everything's going to be good, right? Everything's going to be perfect. You are perfect. There's nothing wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? I'd be fool to say that, but I'm rubbing the thing again, right? I'd be a fool to sit back and say that, oh, yeah, everything is perfect. Nothing bad is gonna happen. As you get older, yes, okay, make the same mistakes. Make the same mistakes, right? You know, sometimes you gotta be smart and be like, okay, let me do something different. Let me do something different, right? Let me know in the chat if you guys hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Um, yeah, so you have to educate yourself. You have to start making different decisions. You have to start evolving. As the people say now, level up. That's what they say now, right? But I will, say, you have to evolve. You have to make different decisions, and some people want you to stay the same. Some people want you to be in a place where you are stuck and stagnant, where you are in the same position. But no, you have to evolve. And there's nothing wrong with evolving. There's nothing wrong with changing. There's nothing wrong with making better decisions because it's in the betterment for you. It's in the betterment for you, right? But like I said, if you're okay with what you are, who you doing, you know what I'm saying? Then hey, that's what it is. Hey, that's what it is. This is for the people who are open to change, who are open to evolving. What's going on outside? Oh boy. So what's up with this thing? Hey, what's going on? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Yeah, so tonight is a great night. It's a great night to reflect and to think about the things that you could do for the betterment for yourself. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. Okay? It's a nice night to think about what you could do to become better for yourself, what you want for yourself. Right? A lot of times people want other people to tell them, oh, what you should do this, you shouldn't do this. Like, you know, some people want support. Some people want support. Some people, that's what people want. They want support. That's what they want. They want support. They want to know that what they're doing, they're going to be supported by, right? Want support. Changing. Some people want support, knowing that they changing. That, you know what I'm saying? They changing. They're not the same. They growing. They evolving. They are doing something different, right? And sometimes you don't get support when you are changing and growing and acquiring different knowledge, right? Sometimes you don't get support. And what happens if you don't have support? You have to keep on going. You have to keep on pushing yourself. You have to do those things that are an impediment for you, even if no one is going to be there. You got to keep on pushing. You got to keep on pushing. Hmm. For real. You got to keep on pushing. You got to keep on um, doing the things that you don't like doing, even if it feels like no changes are coming. Sometimes you gotta keep on fucking doing it because you know that there's going to be some benefit for you, right? There's gonna be a benefit for you. That's what you know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. It's gonna be a benefit for you. It's gonna be a benefit for you. Hmm. You know, some people don't like let's say for instance, some people who work out, right? Or try to work out, they know that the end result is going to be their body getting in shape or them losing weight or both. And it hurts. Hmm. It hurts to do something. You know what I'm saying? It hurts to do something that you never did. Like even the first month of working out, right? People are not going to see results. They're not, but they got to keep on going if that's what they want for themselves. You know what I'm saying? If they want to get you know, see results, they got to keep going, right? They got to keep on going. They got to keep on pushing themselves. They got to keep on doing, the things that they don't want to do to get certain results. And even if they don't get the results, some people be working out and they don't see the results for months down the line. For real. Hmm. That's with anything else, right? They see different results at different times, and improving yourself is just different levels, different things that people want for themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's all about different doing different things for um yourself or doing different things because everybody don't have the same goals. Everybody don't have the same goals. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Hey, what's up to the person that came in? Let me know in the chat if you hear me. Right? So everyone don't have the same goals. They don't. Everybody's not working for the same thing. You know, um, they're not working for the same thing. They're not. They really not. And it's just like you have to figure out what it is that you want for yourself. Point blank. Period. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what it is that you want for yourself. Um, yeah, you gotta know what you want for yourself. People are not going to push you. Like it's gonna be people out there, they're not gonna push you. Oh yeah, you need to do this and you need to do that. But some people are like that. They want to tell you what you need to do, what you should do, rather than you figuring out what it is that you want for yourself, right? And so that is important for you to know what you want for yourself, so you can know what you're working towards. right? So you can know what you don't need to do again at all. Real talk. Hmm. For real. Because if you keep making the same mistakes, then that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the same thing. And you're supposed to becoming better. Become better. Better for yourself. Elevate. You know what I'm saying? Elevate. That's what this is about. Elevating. What's up to you who came into the chat? Let me know if you can hear me, you know? But it's really all about elevating. That's what it's all about, elevating. It's about pushing through, um, doing what it is that you need to do for yourself, you know? Um, and I know I was talking about haters, right? But you and yourself, don't become a hater. Don't become a hater. Don't hate. Don't hate. For real. Don't hate at all. You don't need to hate. What you need to hate for? That's what people, you know what I'm saying? People want other people to become miserable. Hold on. Become miserable. My nose is, I'm about to sneeze. Right? So people want, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, you become miserable and all this stuff, For what? What you need to become a hater for? When you can work towards what it is that you want for yourself. What's the point of being a hater? Right? Work towards what it is that you want. Do what it is that you want to do. For real. But some people who don't work on themselves become better at all, become better. They become better. They become haters. They end up being a person, you know what I'm saying, typing behind a computer screen, hating on people. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be no hater. Why be a hater when you become better? You know what I'm saying? For real. And even like, you know what I'm saying? It's not even, it's just about just being acknowledging what it is that you need to do. Why become a hater? Become a hater because you're not allowing yourself to evolve, even on a miniature level. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even on a minor level. And when I say minor, I mean small, like on a small scale. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean, like on a small scale, like where it's just like you are not going backwards. Why make the same choices that's going to keep you stuck? For real. Like, why do that? Why, why make decisions that is going to keep you stuck? For what? Even allowing yourself to be in a different mind state, you know, just moving forward. But this thing where people are holding on to the same things for real, like for what? And when I say the same thing, like the same behaviors, the same um keeping them in the same position that they are in, like why? Why go through that? As you get older, you are supposed to get better. You are supposed to evolve. You are supposed to acknowledge where you went wrong and not make those same decisions ever again. Like for real. Like you're not supposed to make the same decisions that keep you stuck, that keep you stagnant, that's not gonna benefit you at all. You know? Why? Why allow yourself to be in a place where you keep making the same mistakes? Like, yeah, we are going to make mistakes, right? That's a part of life. That's a part of life. That's a part of life. For real, right? That's a part of life. But in this, where we are at, you're supposed to become better, right? You're supposed to become better. For real. That's what it is. Like, you're supposed to become better, right? Okay, we're supposed to become better with time, right? And I want to invite all of you guys to be a part of this virtual live event, this virtual live call, titled "Beautiful Transformations: Becoming Better with Time." Um, this is a live virtual call that will be on the following dates. Okay, it's included. Everything is included. Everything. Okay, so we got Friday, July 10th at 8:45 p.m. Then you have July 17th at 8:45 p.m. Then you have July 24th at 8:45 p.m. Then you have July 31st at 8:45 p.m. And this event only costs $68. So each live that you are going to be in, because the dates that I named, that's included, right? So each live is like less than $18. Okay, but this is going to benefit, you know what I'm saying, those people who are going to be a part of it. It's going to benefit you, right? It's titled Beautiful Transformations Becoming Better with Time. Because as we get, as we grow, we're supposed to get better, right? Time is never going to stop. It's never going to stop. It is never going to stop. It is going to keep on going regardless. Regardless of anything, it's going to keep on going. It's going to keep on going. Regardless, it's going to keep on going. It's going to keep on going. For real. It's never going to stop. So as you get older, right, as you grow, you know, as you live this life, you should be having the knowledge to know what it is that you need to do to evolve. So anybody that's interested in being a part of this live virtual course, live event, please go to www.beautifulstarpodcast.com and sign up for Beautiful Transformations Becoming Better with Time. And like I said, it's 4 dates that's included with the price of $68. Okay? It's less than $18. Okay? To be a part of um, the goal is cheap. That's very cheap. For real, very cheap. Right? And so then you have um, another thing that I'm doing, the meditation group. The meditation group is absolutely free. It's free. It's free. It's free. It's free, 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 right? So this meditation group is titled Meaningful Meditation, and it's going to be the last Thursday of every month at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this event is live. So all you gotta do is go to beautifulstartpodcast.com and sign up. Right? Or you could do www.beautifulstartpodcast.com and you sign up and you be a part of it. Okay? Be a part of it. And sign up. And sign up is absolutely free. Meditation is definitely important. So it allows your mind to be calm, quiet. Um, Sometimes, you can have all the chatter, the chat, the chatty patties. You know what I'm saying? Have the chatty patties, be all that or whatever like that. Have that. And, mm, I'm sorry, I'm drinking. Yeah, so you have the chatty patties. the chatty patties in your head, all these noise, all the stuff that's, you know what I'm saying, that's keeping you stuck. It's important to have a calm, allow yourself to be calm, have your mind to be clear. How many of you guys, let me know in the chat if you guys have ever had a clear mind where, you're not worried about anything. You're not worried about nothing, okay? You're not worried about anything. Let me know if that's your experience, if that's what it is, okay? Let me know. But it's important to have a clear mind, okay? Be clear in your mind, okay? Let me know in the chat if you hear me. Hello, hello, hello to everyone that came in. Let me know in the chat if you hear me. Right. But I was just saying about the meditation group that I have. If you want to be a part of it, definitely sign up. Go to the website. Okay. Go to beautifulstarpodcast.com and sign up. It's the meditation group that I have is Meaningful Meditation. It's the last Thursday of every month. Okay, it's the last Thursday of every month, and it's at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this event is absolutely free. It's free. It's free, 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 free for all. Free for all. Free for all. Yes. Okay. Meditation is definitely good. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm back like I never left. Okay. I'm back like I never left. But I'm gonna go into um do something right. But I'm not gonna go yet. I wanna go and do something, but I'm up. I'm gonna be up for a while. That's why I wanted to be up for a little while. But I wanna make sure that this sounds right. This sounds good, that you guys can hear me. Cause no one confirmed that they can hear me. That's crazy. That is insane. So I wanna see something. What is yeah, so but anyway, getting back to topic, but I don't have a topic tonight or whatever anything like that. But I think before I put you guys on hold, before I put you guys on hold, I seen that there was that I was talking about the meditation group, and I encourage all of you guys to sign up for it at www.beautifulstarpodcast.com or you go beautifulstarpodcast.com. It don't matter. So you can kind of like sign up for it or whatever. And yeah, so that's important. You guys can sign up for it. Yeah, that's important. So sign up. Make sure you sign up. Yeah, so I'm gonna see if this is working. And so yeah, so this is definitely working. I don't know why I thought that, it wasn't working. It's definitely working, and I'm so excited about that. Yes. So yeah, make sure you sign up for the meditation group. Yeah. So I'm going to get off of here because yeah, I'm gonna get off. I'll probably come back in a little while. Bye.